How's it going, everyone? We've got a brand new JRPG remaster that has just been announced, one of the worst kept secrets, but you know what? It's fine. It's not like this was a megaton announcement. It's something I'm excited for because I'm a big fan of the franchise. Of course, I am talking of Tales of and the latest Tales of remaster, so we'll talk about that. And the Helldivers 2 crossover has been officially announced, and it's a pretty big one. The Halo 3 ODST crossover is in fact happening. We'll talk about that at the end of this video. But yes, Tales of Xillia Remastered has been announced, and I see some people that are upset that it's just Tales of Xillia 1 and not Tales of Xillia 2. Look, I thought it was straight hopium of people expecting it to be both games because I gotta hit you guys with something, alright? Here is some second grade level math that I am very good at doing. $39.99 X2 is greater than $59.99 X1, which if you did a Tales of Xillia collection, you would probably price it at $60. You would have Tales of Xillia 1 and 2 in there. But why do that when you can release Tales of Xillia Remastered at $40, and then you can release Tales of Xillia 2 Remastered at $40, and with the Tales of games and the mainline titles taking longer and longer as far as the development cycle goes, and it seems like Bandai Namco really does want to keep Tales of in the news cycle in the sense that they want consistent game releases, but consistent game releases probably just aren't going to happen when you talk about a mainline game. Arise came out all the way back in 2021, and we're still waiting on the follow-up game. Now, to be fair, we did get Beyond the Dawn, and I think that would be great to see. It's not like Beyond the Dawn was this amazing expansion, don't get it twisted, but expansions of these games, I have been all for remasters and DLC and smaller scale games to bridge the gap, much like what Insomniac did with Spider-Man Miles Morales into Spider-Man 2. I'm a big fan of that when you're talking about the game dev cycle getting as long as it has. However, with Tales of, we got 3 remasters and an expansion all in between a new mainline game. Like, that's a little bit crazy. I'm talking like 1 remaster and maybe a smaller DLC. 3 remasters and a smaller expansion? Like, what is going on here? Can they actually just come out and say the next mainline Tales of game is in development? I don't know what's going on there. But I gotta say, have we ever seen 3 remasters and an expansion between mainline games? And don't get me wrong, I love Tales of Xillia. I actually like Xillia 2 better than Xillia 1. Wasn't a crazy fan of the silent protagonist, but I did like Xillia 1 a lot. And you do have 2 playable main characters. I thought the cast was fairly likable. The opening track is great. My recollection of it entirely is very foggy because you're talking about, I played this game when it came out, I want to say it was 2013 on the PlayStation 3, and I remember, I believe it came out like summer of 2013, and I was on summer break from high school, and I was literally just grinding Tales of Xillia late into the night, and I ended up really enjoying the game from my recollection, but it will be fun to go back and revisit the game. They do have some of the specifications. I mean, guys, it's a, PS3 game that's being upgraded on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series. It will be running at 4K, 60 frames per second, story 1 player in battle up to 4 players as well, approximately 20 gigabytes, and you will have voiceover options. And it will be $39.99. They did a great job with the Tales of Grace's F remaster, so they'll probably do a really good job with this as well. I will say, every time a Tales of remaster gets announced, I am just, I fall to my knees and I'm like, where is the Tales of Abyss remaster or Tales of Abyss upgraded release? Because truly, I think Tales of Abyss, given that it's a game from the PlayStation 2 era, and I get that they did Symphonia Remastered, Abyss is the game that I would really do a ground-up remake on. Like, that game deserves a ground-up remake. Luke is one of the best characters in a JRPG, literally of all time, in my opinion. And your boys played a lot of JRPGs, but I think Luke is one of the best characters in terms of character development, story arc, twists and turns. That game is awesome, and I'm sure they'll get to it eventually. When did Tales of Abyss come out? We gotta be coming up on the 20th. I think we might have already passed the 20th. Yeah, it came out in 2005, so literally The 20th anniversary is this year, December of 2005 in Japan. Next year will be the 20th anniversary for the stateside release. Now, they did do a Nintendo 3DS release in 2011 as well, 2012 over here stateside, and I played that as well, liked it a lot, but yeah, Tales of Abyss deserves a ground-up remake, and you know, they could do an HD remaster. That's probably what they're gonna do, given that they haven't done any ground-up remakes for the Tales of games. It's just been remasters and remasters, but if one game was to get a remake over a remaster, Abyss would be that game, but I digress. Alright, moving on from that, Helldivers 2 drops on Xbox on August the 26th, and with that, we will have a Helldivers 2 x Halo ODST Legendary Warbond. How about that? You know, these Microsoft, Xbox, and PlayStation partnerships are very, very interesting. As far as executing on this, I think this one makes all the sense in the world, and I think there's opportunity to do very cool things. I could even see, you guys, some legacy games, older titles, and legacy is probably too strong of a term, games that are 3 to 4 years old getting ported over to Xbox. But if at any point you expect a Ghost title launch day on Xbox, I just don't think we're there. And maybe the gaming landscape changes so fast, so things can change very quickly. If you told somebody 5 to 7 years ago that Gears of War was gonna be on PlayStation, they would have said you're crazy, and that's not something they could believe. But 5 to 7 years, a lot of things can change, and that's not a long time whatsoever, but all of that has changed very, very quickly. And the idea of a Halo-themed event, so to speak, for a PlayStation game, I think people would have said you're crazy about that 2 years ago, and think about that, we're getting that 2 years later. It's a very, very cool time to be gaming, whether you're on Xbox and you're excited for Helldivers 2, whether you're on PlayStation and Gears of War is coming out. It's more games for you to play, and I think it's been such a significant jolt. Even if you're not picking up everything right away on PlayStation, you're talking about so many additional games. Like, if you're only playing on PlayStation, you've just got this wave of games now at your disposal. Gears of War, Forza, and you can eliminate the Bethesda games because those were coming out on PlayStation anyway, but you're talking Gears, Forza, and hopefully Fable, Halo-themed events, and it's a pretty cool time. Even if you're not an Xbox guy and you're never gonna pick up an Xbox, still, these partnerships and having these games available on PlayStation, I think that's a huge, I don't think anybody can argue that's a huge W for you. You gave up nothing. If you're just a PlayStation guy, you literally lost nothing. Who cares if Helldivers 2 is on Xbox? It's not like you personally are affected by this, and what do you get in return? You get Gears of War on your platform, you get Forza on your platform, you're probably gonna get Fable on your platform, you're probably gonna get Halo on your platform. This is a gigantic W, and thinking of it any other way, I just think it's crazy. And you got a Halo-themed event for one of the better received live service games that, really, the best received live service game that PlayStation has put out, but I digress. That'll be dropping on August the 26th. And that's gonna do it for me again. Tales of Xillia Remastered officially confirmed. Yes, it's not the collection. Guess what? You'll fork over another $39.99 next year on that. And then maybe we'll finally get the next mainline Tales of game. Hopefully, that's progressing in development. And Helldivers 2 x Halo ODST, that'll be dropping on August the 26th alongside the Xbox Series debut. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.